Greetings, this is Red Pill Awakened. Today, I'm diving into how marriage licenses go beyond their surface purpose and reveal hidden revenue streams for the government. Before 1930, marriage was personal and private. Now, it's tied to state control and potential financial mechanisms that can profit from your union and even your divorce. Let's break down this complex system step by step. Before the 1930s, marriage was considered a private, sacred agreement. Unions were recognized through religious ceremonies or common law without state interference. However, when states began mandating marriage licenses, marriage transformed from a private commitment into a legal contract. Under laws like Maynard versus Hill, 125 U.S. 190, 1888, marriage was declared a civil contract subject to state jurisdiction. This change laid the foundation for state revenue opportunities. When a marriage license is issued, the state collects fees contributing to state revenue. But it goes further than that. 1. Administrative fees. States collect fees for processing marriage licenses and related documents. While small individually, these fees generate significant revenue collectively. 2. Public record use. Marriage licenses become part of public records that can be referenced and tied to financial instruments. Under 31 U.S.C. Section 3101, public records, including marriage licenses, contribute to obligations backing municipal bonds. Marriage licenses and public records can be indirectly involved in revenue through the issuance of municipal bonds. Municipal bonds are debt securities issued by states, cities, or counties to finance public projects. These bonds are backed by revenue streams from various public services and records. Revenue bonds, supported by specific revenue sources like fees from public services, including administrative processes like marriage and divorce filings. General obligation bonds, secured by the issuer's taxing power, which benefits from increased revenues through these legal processes. The use of marriage licenses as data assets in broader economic portfolios allows governments to use public record fees and associated revenues to support or secure bonds. Divorce proceedings contribute even more significantly to the state. 1. Court fees. Filing for divorce requires significant court fees, adding to state revenue. 2. Mandatory counseling and legal services. Some states mandate counseling or mediation, creating opportunities for additional state revenue through court-appointed services. 3. Asset division. During divorce proceedings, states often collect fees for assessing and redistributing marital assets. According to Body v. Connecticut, 401 U.S. 371, 1971, the Supreme Court acknowledged that states could not impose excessive fees that bar access to court for divorces, but reasonable fees were permissible and have become standard practice, ensuring steady revenue. Ever wondered how divorce supports bonds and financial mechanisms? Divorce filings and related legal proceedings add to the volume of public records used as collateral in financial transactions. Asset-backed securities, or ABS, although more directly tied to consumer debt like mortgages and auto loans, sometimes include broader portfolios of public data to enhance value. Court records as assets. Public records of legal filings, including divorces, contribute data that municipalities may use to support the sale of bonds, creating an indirect revenue stream. Tax revenue. Post-divorce, individuals often see changes in tax filing status, which can result in increased tax revenue for the state due to higher rates or penalties. While marriage licenses themselves aren't securities in the traditional sense, the data they provide supports the financial health of the state. This is part of a complex system of public finance. 1. Revenue allocation. Public service fees contribute to general funds that can be used to meet obligations for revenue bonds. 2. Investment in state portfolios. States can use public records as part of their investment portfolios to support bond ratings and attract investors. 3. Economic indicators. Marriage and divorce rates serve as economic indicators that influence policy and financial planning. So in conclusion, marriage licenses and divorces serve as more than personal milestones. They're financial tools leveraged by the state for revenue generation and financial stability. From municipal bonds supported by public service fees to court revenue from divorce proceedings, the government has woven financial interests into what was once a private union. This is Red Pill Awakened, reminding you that knowledge is power. Marriage licenses with state involvement aren't your only options. You can have an official and respected marriage without the state by choosing a private union through religious or common law ceremonies that honor your commitment and preserve personal sovereignty. If you want me to explain how, drop Part 2 in the comments. Stay informed and empowered. Peace.